I'm going to pass it through the eye of the hook. Get myself some good tag line or tail line. This time, instead of pinching it at the eye of the hook, we're going to pinch it higher up. And that's because later I want to have that little loop here available to me to pass my line through it. Now, I want to keep this line. Normally I wrap it around my little finger a couple of times. I want to keep it just taut because I do not want to get caught up in my wrapping. So I've passed it through. I've pinched it. I take my tail or tag line and I do my wraps, making sure that I keep this fairly taut in the process so that it doesn't get wrapped up. I want to keep it straight so it slides underneath these loops that I'm making. Again, a 20-pound test or 10-kilo test, I would probably use 7 to 10 wraps depending upon the hook shank length and so on. Once this is done, I'm now going to carefully push this down so that I have, basically, you see I've sort of cleaned that up and tightened those loops up. At which point now I'm going to take my tag end and I'm going to pass it through that loop I've been keeping open in front of the hook eye. Once I have that, I can now, again, gently but steadily bring this down to where it's almost buttressed against my hook. I'm using this to tighten, but I'm tightening from this. I'm simply using my tail to keep it from coming unwrapped up here where my last wrap was. Once that's to that point, I can wet it. I'd get with my forceps. I'd pull this down tight. Again, I always like pushing my knot. I don't like it sliding along to tighten because it can abrade your line. Once I have that into place, I'd use my hook puller, hang on to that, tighten it down, clip off my tip, and there you go, an improved clinch knot. All right, let's do this real world. Take my line, pass it through my hook, give myself plenty of tag or tail. I want to pinch above the eye of the hook. I want to keep that there. That little loop, I want to keep that there. I want to do my wraps, again, depending upon line strength. This is a 20-pound, this is a 20-pound or 10-kilo test. So I'm going to use about 7 wraps. Once I have my wraps, I'm going to come back, hold that line so I've got my loop. I'm going to pass my tail through that loop. When I do this, it's going to make a new loop. So all I'm going to do at that point is pass this back through, again, the tail, that second loop that I made. Then I'm going to pull everything gently, snug it down, I like pulling. I don't like having it possibly cinch up on me. Once I get it down to here, I'm going to wet it. I'm going to take my hook puller, grab it, pull my hook down. With this, I am going to tighten it at the same time, pushing my knot down. Ouch. And there you have your improved cinch knot or clinch knot. I keep forgetting what the heck that's called. Clip the tip. Put my little burn bead on there. Then this is where I would run my line or my kicker, my flipper. Sometimes they're called flippers, sometimes they're called kickers. Just depends on which company you get them from. But this right here is just a piece of anti-tangle. It can work just as well to do the job. There you go. I like doing it. It cleans it up. It keeps those knots and so on from rubbing against anything and abrading. Fish gets it with some teeth. It keeps it from abrading that knot. It's got to get through this first. Running across mussels, any type of abrasive material. It's just overall, it's just a good idea. And so there you go.